Salut, sacred souls. We are back with another banger. Oh my goodness. I'm going to flip this glass over and we're going to get started right now. I just don't even know what to say, you guys. I don't know where to start. All I know is that whoever I'm speaking to today has an incredibly powerful aura. Your heart chakra, when I was doing this, I felt like a surge of energy flowing through my heart chakra. It was so powerful. It was so loving. It was so wholesome and divinely embodied that I just wanted to say, wow, like, thank you for this experience. That was just absolutely beautiful. And so, oh my goodness. Your aura is kind of like just, oh my gosh, it's too freaking big for the circle that you're currently in. Some of you may feel as though you owe it to people to be in this cycle with them, right? You feel like, you know, even on a spiritual level, subconsciously, you're more mature. I feel like you have more of a, you're an older soul than many of the people around you. And when you want to elevate in your life, it's important that you're the youngest, the dumbest, the brokest in the room, respectfully. The reason I say that is because everyone around you, you're just going to rise to the level of the water surrounding. So if you are the best, brightest, sharpest, richest mind in the room, you are the pinnacle, you are the ceiling of that room. Then if you're the ceiling, then where do you grow? You have to use that ceiling to, that ceiling that you're at is now going to be your new floor. Okay, so now you're rising into higher in different rooms, but there is a blockage. Some of you are kind of like still in limbo about feeling a sense of responsibility to the people around you because you seem like an older soul. You could be a life path 7, 8, 9, or 10 or 1. As I say, that's leader energy. We have the boss card. We're about to get into this spread. Just so many downloads hit me. It came through. You have some powerful heavy hitters around you in your spirit team. You have some very, very formidable spirit guides. That we've got Ishtar, we've got Sopdet, we've got Shiva. I feel like a lot of people are just like breathtaking, like the breath is taken away by you. They can barely talk. The throat chakra is just all tied up. People don't know how to take you. People don't know how to respond to your power, to your frequency, especially the more you start to come into it, acknowledge it, actualize your power, actualize your potential, and live in that, step into it, and make that potential kinetic. Oh my goodness. I mean, your life is going to look a lot different. The people that are surrounding you, it's going to be a lot different. Everything is going to be different. Okay, so I just want you to just know that now. Just get prepared for that. I'm speaking to a divine starseed energy. Whoever you are today, you're a spiritual seeker. You're curious. You've gone through a recent awakening, or you've had a few within your lifetime, of course. You are an old soul. Okay, so whatever you're feeling that pull to do on this earth is something that you're picking up and continuing. You're taking on the baton of your ancestors and of previous incarnations. You're following up on some work and completing your mission, okay, here on earth. So thank you for your work. Thank you for your work, Starseed. You are from another star system. I'll just be honest. Sopdet is known as the feminine incarnation embodiment of the star Sirius. And we are coming up on the new year, or at least what is considered the new year at this time on at least the Western hemisphere of the world. The new year is acknowledged as the January 1st, right? Of course, there's a lot more knowledge and information that comes with that, and time is just a construct. But from our current perspective, that is when Sirius is high up in the sky, is during December. Sirius kind of peaks in our sky around that time. So something about the new year, you're going to be awakening into a new version of yourself. And again, we talk about that leadership energy, you rising up, your crown chakra, you're like awakening into your higher self, those downloads coming in, drawing down, right? Into earth, into reality. This is very, very, oh my God, very powerful. You see the sacred geometry around Ishtar's neck, around Ishtar, up there by Ishtar's crown, and up here at Sopdet's crown. Some of you could have like really beautiful dark a darker complexion, or you have a really rich skin tone, or you are drawn to this kind of a person, you're drawn to like deep colors, deep hues, or that looks good on you. So consider very strong jewel tones, very powerful, deep colors, like the universe and like the stars that decorate the cosmic fabric of the universe. Consider looking like what your soul looks like, which is that as a powerful starseed emerging from source. Okay. Now, when we talk about Sopdet at the beginning of the new year, which is not far out from now, okay, from the current reading, the current time I'm recording this, but these are timeless, we have this boss energy as well. This is one energy, the energy of the leader, okay, the starter, the initiator, divine masculine energy, and that is complementing Shiva, who is a facilitator of karma, okay? I feel like you've cleared a lot of karma. You are actually operating like a spirit guide for a lot of people around you. I don't think everyone knows how to take you, so unfortunately some people take you for granted, okay? Because some souls don't really know much better. And not to exalt you in a way that makes you inhuman, because your humanity is your divinity, and your divinity is your humanity, right? But there is a very clear distinction between you and the people around you, and the energies and the entities that they entertain as part of their spirit team is on a very different frequency as the energies that like to associate with you and your spirit team, okay? Now, the boss energy is the energy of one. Like I said, 111, 1111 could come out strongly for you. That is the energy of the new year 2026. When you add up the 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, you get 10. You put together 1 and 0, you get 1. So again, the energy of completion, fulfillment, and continuing on to a new cycle. Okay? This is a karmic release card with Shiva. I feel like all your karmic debts are paid, it says. The end of a cycle. Debts are paid. Choose your destiny. You have graduated. I'll just tell you that now. Soul Tribe, you have graduated from this cycle. It's you're ready to move along. I feel like you're mastering more of your divine masculine energy, which is very powerful if you're trying to ground in from the upper chakras down into earth. We know that the upper chakras are reflective of feminine energy. And spiritually, the lower 3 chakras, your root, that's your root, red, sacral orange, and then your solar plexus chakras, yellow. Those are your base chakras. Those are more so masculine energy, earth grounding into physical reality, right? Now we have the upper chakra centers. So you go above the heart, right? Throat, blue, you have third eye, indigo, and then you have crown chakras, which is like a magenta or a clear color, like a prism, whatever have you. Those are the feminine energy chakras that we talk about in this 7 chakra system here on earth, okay, at this time. There are way more chakra centers. There are upper, lower, all throughout the body. Chakras are just energy points within the body that you can address for certain things. But, up and down your spine, you have especially the center of which a lot of energies conjoin and are amplified at those centers. Okay, a lot of our organs are stored there. Our limbs are kind of, extensions from the body. But those are also significant. And let me not ramble. Okay, so I'm going to actually read from the Angel Numbers book, and then we're going to get deeper into these messages because we are just getting started, Soul Tribe. So we have this part here of my Angel Numbers book. 1, if you see 1s, 11, 111, or 1111 a lot, we're going to take a look at that here. That is the affirmation of this reading. The number 1 is about creation, new beginnings, and a focus on yourself. Repeating ones are a reminder to pay attention to what is starting to happen, the nudges you get to explore something new, and to keep going with what you want to create. Seeing repeating ones is an indicator that you're ready to respond and engage with the world. No need to hide or wait. Go share, teach, and pass on your knowledge now. Trust your intuition. Seeing 1111, known as the gates of light, is a sign that you are one with your path, that the sacred mechanics of the universe are turning the wheel of fate in your favor. Wow, 𝘨𝑚𝑦𝑚. I feel like you have a very powerful 𝘗𝘭𝑦. You have a very powerful 𝘨 about your life, okay? Now, you're someone who is meant to be a boss, okay? You're meant to be a master of wealth, of your assets. You are being called to invest in higher things so you can get a greater return on your powerful light energy. You are a being of immense light, and that's why you're opening up and unlocking the gates of light at this time, okay? So, you could be called to travel as well with the guide card, navigator, progress, and direction. You are someone who is a natural born leader, okay? People just have that instinct that they should follow you. They have this sense that you are an older soul, that spiritual elder. For many of you, you could look like, you don't look like what you've been through. You could look like much younger than you are. And some of you who are older and you look more elderly or things like that, you could be drawn to older people. Things that are more like from back then. You could be drawn to, for some reason, I'm getting something about the 1920s, like a certain level of class or elegance, effervescence. Like you are always been this more elegant kind of person, even if you grew up in a tougher reality or where things weren't as polished and refined. You were still kind of like someone who had more class about you, or you had more of a refinement in how you did things. You could be someone with a very smooth voice, or you're more patient with your conversation. You talk less, or you're just more patient. You're just an older soul. You let some of the younger ones take their turn before you, ahead of you. Okay, with the boss card, master of wealth, risk, investment, management, and leader. That's freaking powerful. I mean, come on, look at you and your throne on your seat. Male, female, masculine, feminine, this is you. You're a leader. Okay? You're meant to be managing a lot of things. Okay? Now, spiritual seeker, devotee of the inner path, meditation, insight, and practice. So you're going to want to spend a lot more time meditating and doing crown chakra, third eye chakra like work. Stay connected to source. This is where you're going to draw a lot more of your inspiration and power from your higher self. You want to stay connected to that higher source. All right? That is your power bank, okay? Now, meditation is very important. I recommend whoever this is, you're going to need to meditate every day, because that's how powerful you are. You need to stay connected to yourself, because this world is it's so easy to get pulled into what's going on in this world that you lose touch of your highest good or your highest reality. And you start to take on the weight of this world rather than remembering that a lot of the way things happen in this world just does not apply to someone like you, right? I'm gonna just be honest. You're on a different track. You can't really follow what most people are following or doing or regurgitating out here. Once they get a little bit of knowledge, you're spewing it, saying the same things and generalizing. You seem to be on a very, very unique pathway. You're on a fast track to spiritual success and material wealth on earth. You're going to leave a legacy that speaks volumes of the work that you did within. So it's important to go within and be that spiritual seeker, because wealth is spiritual. All right. Now, follow your heart. Truth prevails. Some of you may be nervous. But, I have people I have to look out for, or, this is new to me. This feels weird to me, my own power. Like, you're going to have to get comfortable with this, because you're going to be, even when you try to avoid it in your life, you're going to continuously be reminded of who you are. You can't escape your destiny. So you can try to resist it. You can try to delay it, but ultimately you are meant to fulfill it. And I think in your heart, you really know that this is what you want to do. Because what other choice is there but to be great? Now, Sakde, unlimited potential, sacred mission initiation. You're initiated now. So people may act like you got brand new, you act different. What's with the woo spiritual stuff you got going on? What's with that crystal thing around your neck? That's demonic, blah, blah, blah. I rebuke that. You know why, Soul Tribe? Because that's not reality. That's not your reality. You're someone who is operating on a higher level of consciousness. You are a spiritual elder, okay? Wisdom bearer, experience, tradition, kindness, and health. You're someone who has tools and you need to be able to access that. So you can't be around people that are trying to challenge you and question everything you do. They're trying to insert doubt and confusion because they're moving from their limited, ignorant experiences. So it's not to look down on certain people. It's just you have to know where you belong at this point in your journey is not here. Okay? Let's see what else. Yeah, Hathor is coming out here. Acceleration, brilliance, stand in your light. And remember I said I was getting a strong heart chakra energy coming through and just beaming within my heart chakra. A sense of power, love, like abundance, prosperity was coming through. And that is the energy of the mother, the nurturer, the abundant one, the amplifier, the first teacher coming into this world. Our nurturers, right? The cornerstone of our communities, mother, divine feminine, mother nature, mother earth. And so you are meant to connect deeply with Gaia and teach people spiritual medicine and tools to honor earth so that earth can in turn honor us, right? This is a mutual relationship here. And you chose earth and so did earth choose you, right? And so, what was I going to say? You're being called to wear more sparkly fabrics, adorn yourself, maybe wear things that are more like indicative of divinity, like a headdress, headpiece, different jewels and stones, and like adorn your temple, right? With things that truly hold spiritual significance to you and just look so beautiful, and it draws people in magnetically to you. What was I going to say? So I was trying not to be long-winded here. Let me try to wrap this up. It's just so much power. I think I'll put a cap on that one. And then let's see what else I can channel through. Where are we going, Spirit? What's the last thing you want us to kind of close out with? Let's do manifestations. Let me pull one card from one of my traditional tarot decks. This one came out. Yes. Okay, Six of Pentacles. That came out from the bottom, so we're just going to go with it. The Six of Pentacles, you are someone who... You are kind, you are fair. I was getting Ma'at energy as well. I saw Ma'at while I was shuffling the Divine Masters deck. I saw Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. I also saw the Mother card from the Character Oracle as I was shuffling. So strong Mother energy. The Mother is the archetype associated with the heart chakra. The Mother joins all together, right? Peace and harmony. That's the heart chakra. That's that beautiful energy. And with the Six of Pentacles, 6 is a card of harmony, love, and balance as well. So it all ties back in. This message is not to exalt anyone above someone as if you're better than somebody or you're greater in a way of narcissism. This is just saying the power you have in that you are responsible for elevating yourself and your circle and opening yourself to new opportunities so that you can be of the highest service to yourself and to the conscious and to the collective, and awakening the consciousness of those around you, right? But it seems like you have to elevate to be able to do that in a way that is safe for you, that is pure, and that is truly effective and sustainable. And so that's kind of where I want to leave it at. I'm going to be honest. Let me pull one card from Manifested Oracle. And then we'll just call it a day. So my personal readings are linked down below in the bio to my shop. I offer readings in love. Okay, love, spirituality, life path, career, and money. Anything you want to know, you can also pose whatever question of your choice. I have different offerings for that. So check that out down below. Sirian Mermaid shop. Okay, guys? All right. An invitation, parties and events and adventures. See, you're on to new. Bigger and better. You're going to be invited to higher, higher society. Like, I don't know. You just, people look at you, they see you, and they're like, yeah, I want him. I want her. I want them to be here at this event. Am I going to see you there? We want to see you there. You know, you have people from higher circles and from all walks of life that adore you. And please, please continue to elevate, because you're being invited to be a leader. I love you so much, Soul Tribe. I will see you in the next reading, and peace. All right, and in this edition of our Sacred Soul Shoutouts, special shout out and love and much gratitude and thanks to Serenity. I really just love you so much. You're amazing, beautiful soul, and I'm excited to channel what you may need to know at this time. We're just going to do a 1-card pull. Ooh, oh my goodness. That is very, very powerful. It came out so quick, so deliberate, so fierce. I love that. So we have the World card here from the Lovely Ladies Tarot. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. I love it so much. So the World card is all about celebration, celebrating the closing of one chapter and opening up into the new. The World also represents notoriety, public influence, fame, and just being seen in the public eye. Your public image seems to be elevating. I see that you are being acknowledged, celebrated, rewarded, and honored for who it is that you are and what it is that you do. So just definitely keep going. I do see the sun and the moon. So you have like this duality to you as well. You seem very balanced and whole in yourself. The world, I mean, the world is your oyster, and you have a very rich inner world that I think the world would be absolutely grateful to be able to experience and see. You seem like a soul who is deeply cherished by the divine. And literally, you could be someone who is used to carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and having gone through experiences that called you to be even greater. But that was for your development. That was for you to be seen in the world at the top. That's for you to elevate onto your throne. You have the power to literally change the world. So I just want you to know that. I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you for always being a beautiful, supportive member and just a real one from day one. Day freaking 111, if you know what I'm saying. And yes, I hope this resonated with you. Sending you so much love and light. And je t'aime et à la prochaine.